is Casper, and today I'm going to be talking about dreams, bad dreams or nightmares specifically, because I don't think people talk about how scary nightmares truly are. The reason I even thought to make this video was because the other day I was trying to think back on the scariest things that have ever happened to me. The first thoughts that came to mind were running away from scare actors at SeaWorld on Halloween when I was 9. Or the time I thought my sister and mother died while we were rafting down a river. Now those are all pretty scary things on paper, but not everyone has experienced being chased at by scare actors at SeaWorld, or thinking that their family died in a river. But something that pretty much everyone has experienced are nightmares. It's so universal and they're so creepy. I guarantee you, if you asked anyone right now if they remember any nightmare that they've ever had, they'll probably bring up one nightmare that has been permanently sketched in their brain. Now, when I was thinking of the scariest things that had ever happened to me, my mind started going towards a dream I had the other day. In the dream, I was driving in a car, and I was turning around at a cul-de-sac, but I didn't realize that there was a man laying on the road, and I ran over his head and killed him. I was forced to watch him die, because when I killed him, I was in a third-person view outside of the car, and I had to watch his head get crushed like a grape. I then remember racing back home, trying to forget about what just happened, but obviously I couldn't. A few days went by, and as I was watching the news, they explained that a man lost his life due to being ran over at the same cul-de-sac I was at. I knew it was the man I killed, and I started panicking. The paranoia ensued, and I could feel the adrenaline pumping through my body. I knew they were going to start looking for suspects, and I didn't live far from where he got ran over. I knew it wouldn't be long before they came to my house to ask me questions. I became a recluse, not coming out of my house for anyone or anything. All I did was stay inside watching TV, painfully reminded of the man I killed every time the local news turned on. Then I woke up. The second I woke up, I just stared, and the actual words that left my mouth were, "Thank God that was just a fucking dream." And I repeated that over and over, out of the pure relief that it was just a dream and not real. And when I look back on it, that dream is probably one of the scariest things that I've truly experienced. In fact, most of my nightmares are probably the scariest things I've ever experienced. If you play a scary video game, it will be a little scary, but there's always that thought in the back of your mind that reminds you it's just a game and it isn't real. However, if you are dreaming, you can't tell it's a dream. It feels like your whole memory is wiped and you can only think about the present, and the present feels real. You're able to look around like real life, move around like real life, and even the unexplainable things still feel normal and real. That is what is so scary about dreams and nightmares. They feel so real, and you can never differ them from reality. Nightmares can be so scary to a point where they can be literally traumatizing, and you could go your whole life never forgetting that one dream that just messed you up mentally after waking up from it. And scientists don't know why we dream, or even why we sleep for that matter. There are many theories, but probably the most realistic theory is that these dreams mean nothing, and it's just caused by our brain running freely without any filter, conjuring up any thoughts it desires, probably basing it off of things that we've recently experienced in real life. There was another dream where I killed my sister and hid her body in the forest. Again, I was constantly paranoid of getting caught. These dreams are reoccurring and they're terrifying. However, I know I'm not the only one who has experienced these dreams. My friend has even experienced dreams very similar to mine. And nightmares can be anything too. They aren't limited to anything. They can be anything. It can create a monster you've never seen before. It can create a scene in a location that you've never been at. Another dream I remember was being in this tall building, and I had to keep climbing these platforms, trying to reach the top of the building, because something was chasing me in the dark. The platforms and building was made out of nothing but wood. The wood was slightly decayed and it was dead silent in the building. Not a sound besides the creaking of the wood and my heavy breathing from being exhausted after climbing so many platforms, coupled with the sounds of the creature following me. It felt so real and it created a genuine adrenaline rush. I woke up in a sweat, relieved that it was just a dream. This is why dreams are quite possibly the scariest things that humans can experience. It's not based in reality, but regardless, it feels like reality in the moment. That is why it feels so scary. And that is also why some of these dreams can be traumatizing. The thrill in these nightmares are real. The adrenaline is real. These nightmares are created by our brains, and yet some stay sketched in our brains too for the rest of our lives. So in a way, these nightmares are self-inflicted terror. Our brains create these terrifying scenes and images. And we are our brain. We do it to ourselves. And we can create trauma that stays with us for the rest of our lives. And that trauma could be something as little as a nightmare. Anyway, that's the end of the video. Thank you for watching. I know it was a little short, but the topic got on my mind and I just wanted to cover it in a video very quickly. Thank you for watching again, and if you enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe if you're new. I cover creepy topics on my channel, so if that's what you're interested in, please subscribe and give it a shot. You can change your mind whenever you would like. But anyway, have a great day or night, and goodbye.